It's ZFZ, and I'm here with the biggest motivator, Richard. What?
Give it time, let's get it, man, let's get it. Hey guys, what's up? Super excited to be back here with you. Shout out to Urban Lens behind the visuals. Welcome to the HereWithRichard show again. Today I have someone who's a superstar, man. You know, this guy, I'm excited for this guy pretty much because when I see a lot of musicians in my generation trying to come up and they ask me, yo, I'm finding it hard, you know, getting the right attention, I'm finding it hard getting to the next level. When I give advice, I really follow what I call the Zion formula. Just fucking work hard. Do you know what I mean? So guys, I'm going to talk about the Zion formula later on, but I want to introduce to you guys Zion, man. This guy is literally... How you feeling, bro?
I'm good, man, I'm good.
Girl, I want to see you bust down from that shit, man. Right, check out, I'm going to show you a clip of that on his Instagram. He just recently did a crazy remix.
Girl, I want to see you bust down, throw that shit back. Tell me would you like it if I hit it from the back? Pussy about to blow me.
Oh yeah, you said you hit the gym this morning?
Yeah.
Oh, for reals?
Yeah, shoulders.
I legit went to the gym this morning and I did shoulders.
Is it?
That's true, shoulders day in the morning, 5%.
Yeah,
so you realise already straight away there's something in common. Success needs clues. Like we went to the gym this morning. Why did you go to the gym this morning?
Just better myself.
Mm-hmm.
That's it, really.
Do you feel like it adds to your routine? Is that a set routine or is it time to time? Nice.
Set routine. I made it into a routine recently.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love it, man.
Yeah.
It just helps.
Going to the gym in the morning is super powerful. It makes me feel elite. I want to be elite. You know, as an elite musician, I want to feel as an elite motivational speaker. I do things to put myself in that peak state, man. And besides, going to the gym in the morning when there's no one there feels the best. You get to work out and get shit done, and you're feeling amazing, you're feeling empowered. But yeah, let's just dive straight through to the music, bro. Yeah, so congratulations to my bro about the deal. My bro just got a deal, and I'm super excited. Before he tells you about the deal, man, I remember one time Zion calls me up. And you know, I have a lot of people doing this as well, top athletes, top people in companies who want just to hear his words. And he's like, yo, Richard, man, what's up? I'm trying to get this deal and this is not pulling through, I'm stressing. Like I always remember this day, I think I was in Westwood, I'm at the stop, I'm like, Zion's calling, man. I'm like, bro, chill, you got this, you never know what's gonna happen, you never know what might happen, and boom, before you know it, I'm here, my guy's got another deal and he's super excited. So for me, that was a blessing, man. So how do you feel about that?
I just feel so blessed to be in this position. It's definitely hard.
Do you remember that time though?
Yeah, of course. Of course I remember. I called you. At that point, I was just in a state of I was just so hungry for it, and I just felt like the stars just weren't aligning how I wanted them to at the time. But it was literally just because I just needed that last push. But I felt like I was there, and it weren't happening. But I just needed that last, just those words and that last bit of push just to get me over the finish line.
So was it when you like? Because a lot of people feel the same thing. They feel like the goal is right there, but they just can't grasp it yet. You know, and I keep going back to what Gary Vee talks about, patience. Patience is super important. You know, so for you, what do you think? What was it? So you got a different deal from the deal you were looking for? Do you want to break it down a little bit for them? So there was another label that you wanted to get signed to, right?
I had quite a lot of negotiations. I had quite a lot of labels that I was going into, I was showing interest and stuff. But it was just a lot of words. It was a lot of, yeah, this is good. But it was just a lot of buts. It was a lot of people doubting me. Not because I wasn't, like everyone thought I was good, but is he a star? That's what I felt like everyone was thinking. But obviously at the time I was 18, I was going into big major record labels with my manager, and obviously me just being there, taking everything in, I'm hearing certain things, I'm just thinking, yeah, I want this, and then I'd go away and I'd think, cool, what's next? And then they wouldn't follow through or something. So I kind of, like, it's just a big emotional roller coaster.
Of course, 1000%.
At times you feel like, yes, this is so good, I'm gonna get the deal, and then you feel like a week later,
Straight up.
Straight up. What am I doing wrong kind of thing. So, but everything was it's just all about patience and just staying focused, because I just kept going in just relentlessly, and then it got to a point where I was going into labels, I was hearing the same stuff, and I was thinking, you get used to it. I knew it now. So I went home. I was like, as soon as I left, I was like to my manager, we ain't gonna holler him still. Like, let's just keep moving. And then went into Virgin.
Yeah,
Game time, and literally game time. It was actually. It was like a game. Like. When we went into Virgin, it was that I got to the point where I was so fed up of going into labels, because I just hear the same thing and there was no follow up. So my manager actually went in there first. I told him I'm not coming.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, it was like that. I told him I wasn't coming. Let me know, because at this point I had already had offers in.
Yeah. So
it was 100% happening, but it wasn't what I wanted. It wasn't what I thought was right for me in my career. I felt like the labels wasn't committing enough, and I didn't feel like they believed in me as much as I believed in myself.
Of course.
So my manager already, he went in, I was at home, it was a nice summer's day, and then he called me and was like, Zan, you gotta come in right now. And then obviously I'm thinking, alright, my head's still not gassed.
Yeah, of course,
I know what it is.
Of course, you don't want to be disappointed again.
Yeah, but I've gone in there was literally like, the most people that's ever been in a meeting before. And then I've literally just gone in there, sat down, they've asked me a bunch of questions about who I am, what I do, what's going on. And then the president, Ted, literally just said to my manager, I said, what do you want? Manager said everything, he said, cool, let's do it.
Wow.
It was literally like that.
Yo, there's so much I can pick up from that. Firstly, congratulations on that. There's so much I can pick up from that. I just blew my mind away. Firstly, people don't realize, yes, you're taking action in your dream, but you are still an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
You are still an entrepreneur. You have to go through the motions. These are my confessions. You have to go through the motion. Yo, there be nights when I'm not sleeping. There be nights when I'm like, yo, what the hell's going on, bro? Like, what's going on? And this is the beautiful thing. And again, he speaks about it. Patience. But there was another thing he spoke about. For example, when you feel like, yo, I got this, and you go there, and it's not what it seems to be. I remember when I wanted to do some work with Barclays Life Skills. Barclays Life Skills is like a huge youth incentive. As you guys know, I have like youth outreach programs in schools, and we help young people get connected to mentorship, right? Bro, I went to schools and pretended like I worked for Barclays. Had the most amazing experiences. I had like kids saying, yeah, I want a mentor, this is amazing. Bro, I remember I had to fight my way to get to the head of Barclays, to meet the head of Barclays, right? So we get to go to the big building in Canary Wharf. You know that big Barclays building in Canary Wharf? For those of you who don't know what Canary Wharf is, in London, this is where people trade and make some money, right? The biggest building there's a Barclays building. This is like, when you go to Canary Wharf, you're looking at this building like sightseeing, right? But when I get there, I go up to like the 32nd floor, all glass. I'm thinking, yeah, this is it. Bro, I'm meeting the head of Barclays Life Skills. This is it, bro. I'm like, yo, all my years of grinding has finally paid off. And they're like, it's not what we're looking for. I'm like, sorry? What do you mean it's not what you're looking for? What do you mean? So it's crazy. I can fully understand just that working hard and grinding, and it's just not, at that final point, it's not what it is.
Yeah.
But there's one thing he said, right? And this is the beautiful thing. Firstly, he has a manager, in a sense that's a mentor, right? Would you say your manager and your mentors helped you out?
Yeah, definitely. He's very passionate about what we're trying to do, so it's definitely like, that's a big help. Like when I don't think I'm good enough, he's the person that says, you're the best artist in the world, kind of thing. So it gets my head back in the frame, and you know what I mean? So it definitely helps. In terms of like mentorship, it's all good, it's all there,
Very important, guys. But the point I was making was this. Like, one thing I know about Zion, right? Zion works hard. That's one thing I can give you the ratings for. A lot of people say they want it, they don't really want it, they don't even have a damn clue. Yo, I'll see this guy at least
They don't have a clue. They don't have
I see this guy at 2 o'clock in the morning doing live to interact with his customers, to interact with his family. I see him posting almost every other day. He's posting videos online. People are like, yo, Richard, I want to be a musician. I don't have a record label. I'm like, yo, grab your phone and sing. Why? Because I've seen Zion do it and I know it works. Bro, I'm being serious.
Yeah.
I'm being serious. Like, people are paying me money to tell them that. Grab your phone and record every single day. Why? Because I've seen Zion do it and I know it works. If you're good, you don't have to wait for the record. You just go and just keep making it happen, right?
Yeah.
But this is the point I was making as well. Because he worked so hard and he now became phenomenal. Every Thomas talks about this and I'm gashed right now. Because he worked so hard and became phenomenal, when he got to the label, they're like, what do you want? Really? What do you want? That's the thing. So how was that when they asked you, what do you want?
I just smiled. I was like, bro, like, what do I want?
What do I want?
What do I want? No, but that was like that. At that point, I felt like I just felt so good. Like, it felt so like just that was amazing.
Of course.
If just someone just there saying,
what do you want?
What do you want,
bro?
Like, that it was one of the best feelings ever. Still, like, I haven't even thought back, like proper reflected on it. But now it's basically a year that was actually just one of the best feelings of my life. Cause that's just that was great. So that was great.
Congratulations, you deserve it.
Explain it.
I can imagine. I remember I pulled off my first headline motivational experience at Red Bull HQ. You can imagine from when people told me, what do you know? You can't be a motivational speaker. You used to be in the league with Mergren, you used to sleep next to the fridge. What the hell do you know? My first ever motivational headline show was at Red Bull HQ, the biggest energy drinks company in the world, hosted me to do my show. And we had top entrepreneurs, top philanthropists, top models. And after the show, I was just so happy.
Yeah.
You know, like, I went home, I swear down, I don't normally sleep, and I'm sure he doesn't really sleep as much as well. I just really slept well. You know, like, for the 2 days, I was like, you can find it's that little breather, right? So what's happened since the record deal? What's happened? How's your life changed? How you feeling about yourself? What's happened to your self-esteem? What's popping?
Obviously it's just good. I secured my family for a bit.
It's an important thing, man.
Yeah, it's so important. But to be honest, that was the start. It wasn't. I wouldn't say like.
Of course.
That was literally. That opened my eyes.
We're just getting started.
That was literally when I realised, cool, this is just the start. Like the day I signed my deal, I was in the studio.
Game time.
I was straight in the studio. The work rate just went up. And you get different types of problems when you are in different types of situations. Like the things I was worrying about before the deal didn't matter anymore. But I had new problems. And that's the thing. The thing is, really and truly, the work never stops. But it's just, what are you working for? What are you working towards? Like, I was at that point, I was working relentlessly for the deal. But after that, after you get the deal, like, you have to work for something else, and when you get that, you work for something else, and so the work never really stops. But it's just, I'm just grateful that my problems are getting better. Like, problems are problems, but
of course, you always have problems.
I prefer the problems I'm dealing with now to the problems I was dealing with before.
Bro,
so I'm grateful.
That's amazing, man. You know, we heard that quote, more money. People are like, oh, I don't want to be rich. I've been heard that quote, more money, more problems. But these are better problems.
Nah, these are better problems.
And one thing, a guy called Barcodon talks about this, when you apply the 10x rule, 10x rule is literally just grinding hard and crunching down like you do. When you apply these rules, if you're not getting new problems, you're still the old person. Do you get it? If you're not getting new problems, new things that you have to solve, and people who make more money are people who solve solutions. So if you're having new problems in a new realm, in a new thinking frame, and you're solving these problems, you're about to get more results. One thing I want to congratulate Zion on is like your huge, massive social presence, bro. Like he would drop a video. I think if I go on Instagram right now, like 50,000 plus views per video. It's stupid. It's really crazy, right? What does that mean for you? How do you feel that you have such a connected fan base that really appreciate you? And why do you think that is?
I really invest a lot in my social media, on my Instagram. I spend a lot on advertising, on that page and stuff. I just feel like I started a long time ago, like 4 years ago, 3-4 years ago, just around and just posting singing videos. I made good friends with Ant Spade, so he really helped me out a lot. And I just made a lot of good friends, networked a lot, and then I just invested. I just literally invested any page that any type of traction going towards how much you charge for promo straight.
Wow.
First question, and I don't care about how much it costs. I don't care about money. It sounds crazy, but I actually don't care. Money is nothing. Like, I'd rather, my head's crazy.
I'm with you, bro.
Money is actually nothing. Like, if someone, a lot of my friends told me you're getting bumped, like when I pay for certain stuff or when I do certain stuff, but in my eyes it's like, I've been at that mental stage where I felt like it's okay to spend £1,000 on shoes. I've done it. So now any price of anything that's going to improve me and my career, I just invest in it. I just do it. I don't care about the price anymore on that kind of stuff, and so I've learned a lot.
How old are you, bro?
19.
Yo, that's a profound mind state to be in. Like, I hope you guys understood that. The best investment is in yourself. Literally. It's not about the cost, it's about the value.
That's what I was trying to say the whole time. Literally.
You know what I'm saying? It's about the value, it's about the value it brings. And you know, the thing you were mentioning is once you join the social media network, you start connecting and building your network. How important do you feel it is to network? Because people are shy to network these days.
Yeah, I definitely feel like networking is important.
Yeah.
I am very, although I think networking is very important, it's important to network with the right people and make sure you're watching the right stuff, like
straight up.
Yeah, because it's all well and good networking with someone because you think they're popping or you think they could benefit you, but
what's the reason?
How are they actually gonna add value to your mind, or how are they gonna make it? Are they gonna make you a better person if you're gonna network with them? Or what are you gonna do? Chill with them?
Yeah.
Are you just gonna get a shout? Like, what are you really networking with them for?
Another thing to add is like what value you provide them as well, because a lot of times people just want to take. People want to take. Have you ever experienced that? Like people around you just wanting to take all the time and not trying to give back into you or bless you back?
The way my mind's set right now, all of that goes over my head now because I try and learn from everyone, whether they done me good, whether they done me wrong, whether they're good people, whether they're bad people, whether they're rich, whether they're poor, whatever their circumstance, I try and learn from every single person I meet. So I don't go home thinking, oh, I'm wasting my time meeting this person. So I just feel like even if they do something that hurts me, I'll say, cool, you know what? At least I know what I don't want to be like anymore.
Game time.
So I have come across circumstances where a lot of people take off me, and I just see it as it is what it is. But thank you for showing me what I don't want to do to the people I care about.
Straight up. Straight up. And another thing that you spoke about whilst you were talking was it gets down to a point where you're like, why are you grinding for? You know, why are you? I think that's a real big one, because a lot of times, you know, we see musicians get to a level of success and they just go depressed because it seems like, you know, they don't have the strong emotional connection with a specific vision that keeps them going. You know where I'm coming from? So I feel like, I know you've spoken about your family, you know, I know that providing for your family is important, you know, and by the grace of God, man, you're going to get to greater heights. Yo, listen, Zion's going to take over. There's no 5 ways about it. You know what I'm saying? You can't beat work ethic. It's impossible. And I know probably as he's here, he's probably going to go and lay down some more tracks, right? But I wanted to ask you a question real quick. Let's talk about books. I love books. I think we're talking about books the other day. Right now, the book is it wrong?
I love books.
Yeah? Game time.
Changed my life.
What books, I was going to ask, what books have you read? What are your top 3 books? Let's go for 3 books.
Let me tell you, for self-belief and just valuing yourself and just believing in yourself, you need to read The Secret. I've read it. You read it? You must have read it.
Good book.
Good book, and I recommend it to a lot of people. In terms of, I feel like our generation's lost a lot with this whole money. It's like, I'm passionate about this whole money thing. There was a lot of people are lost. They're buying the wrong things, or they see money as something that it's really not, and you see someone with this nice stuff, that's this nice thing and that nice thing, you think, So I read Rich Dad Poor Dad as well. That
great book, amazing guy.
A sick, amazing guy, and that book's really like, that book changed my whole view on...
To teach you that money, focused on money, money conscious.
And what other book would I say? I read a book recently called Don't Sweat the Small Stuff.
Yeah.
You read that?
I haven't invested in that book, but I understand the synopsis of what the book's about.
That book, because that book's so easy to read, the chapters are like 2 pages, and they're like titled. And there's like a 200 chapters or something. You just see the title that applies to you at that moment in time, and you just think, let me read this. And just then, like, your whole mind switches, changes. Like, there's one chapter in there called Be a Less Aggressive Driver.
Okay.
I used to have a lot of road rage. Like, I was always in a hurry.
I'm going to studio, man, get out of the way.
I was always in a hurry. If someone's on the road acting foolish or driving slow, I'd just think, what are you doing? I'd beep, I'd try and go around, I'd just be... But that takes up so much energy. Why am I wasting my energy doing that? It's not going to change anything. If he really wants to go slow, he's going to... So that chapter really taught me to just calm down on the road, save your energy, so when I get to studio, I'm energized, I'm ready to go. And it helped me learn compassion, because you never know what that guy's going through in the car.
Major key. We're just talking about compassion is the most important thing. And I get that from you, bro. I really do. Anytime we meet Zion, there's a lot of love, and the way he interacts with a lot of people. With his level at social media, you know, people can get very complacent very easily. You know, and when he speaks about compassion, he just shows a huge level of humility and maturity, which I really respect, man. Those are great books. Don't Sweat the Small Stuff reminds me of a book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving an F Word. Right? So stuff like that, just to remind you that, yo, man, come down to earth, come down right now, and you know, and make things happen, right?
You're right to go first.
I'm not ready. You go first. So he's gonna give us a little.
So why are you gonna do it?
Alright, listen. These are my confessions. Yo, don't kill me.
These are my confessions. Started I don't know the words, but I'm gonna flow. And she got one on her way. These are my confessions. Then I don't know what to do. Guess I gotta keep on doing my confessions. If I'm gonna take it, I gotta turn it on.
We got the phone call. I don't know. Yo, listen, game time. Listen, bro, let's get back to it. We'll talk. Let's talk about focus now. What's the 2.0 for Zion? What's it? What's happening now? You know, like,
what am I focused on?
What's the focus on? Like, what's that? What brings out that savage mode? Because right now, you know, I'm just in a great mood because I'm with you. When you leave, I'm like straight savage mode, like straight beast mode. My boy already knows this because we got phenomenal visions that shout out to take action. So what's the next focus on right now, bro?
The focus is just on. Let me take it back, When you get a deal, it's pressure. Listen, let me not lie, it's pressure. You get the deal, cool. You get money, you need to produce, you're working now, it's a job, it's a life, it's just your life. You need to put out songs, you need to make money, you need to make money for your business partner, the label, everything needs to align. So the pressure that falls on that, I didn't realise, but in my head I'm always thinking about, is this gonna bang, is this gonna do well, like that's what was always on my mind. But recently, I had a good meeting at the label and they kind of said, that's not what we're investing in for, we see you as a, like, so they kind of helped me on that one. They kind of helped me switch my mind, so now it's just more, how can Zion be better? What can I do to better myself? That's why I took up the gym stuff. What else can I do to be better? I do dance every week. I do singing lessons every week. I'm in the studio for
yo, sorry, but I need to cut you off. This is what I appreciate about this guy, what I love about this guy. Like, one thing I know about Zion, he takes this as an actual art. This ain't no game, it's not a joke. We are trying to be elite, world-class, supreme, supernatural human beings. Like, you see how my hands are going? My hands are trying to get to the roof, goddammit. Like, we're trying to be elite. Did you hear me taking singing lessons? I'm seeing guys, people don't actually know how much I practice motivational speaking. People don't actually know the hours I put in. He practiced singing lessons, he wants to be a world-class performer. Do you get it? He goes to dance classes, he wants to be a world-class performer. This is the thing, what are you putting in your craft? I'm not getting the level of results I want. Are you really adding value to yourself? Why do you do that? Why do you get singing lessons? Why do you do dance classes? Like, who do you model? Like, if you pick a musician, straight away I can think Chris Brown, straight away. I see a lot of Chris Brown in you just because talent-wise, music-wise, you've got it. So who do you model them, and why do you model a person?
I've kind of created my own supernatural person I model now.
Game time.
It's a mixture of like Chris Brown,
yeah, straight.
J. Cole, I like his just Dreamville, that whole thing he's got going on.
Vibes.
Justin Bieber,
yeah.
And then someone like Robert Kiyosaki, all of them up there.
Right.
And I look up to that now.
Yeah. Of course.
It's about, I want to be there for the people who don't think they can do it. But then I want to achieve what's my heart desires. I want to achieve that too.
You will.
I want to put my family in a good position. That's why I'm learning all about this investing and money stuff. And I just want to be the best person I can be. So when I'm 70 or 60, however long God lets me live, when I look back I can say, you know what? You done effing well. You done
straight.
Like, look at me, right? Like, I write down that. I've got like a notepad, I just sketch stuff.
Habits and routines.
I wrote down, I want a deal for this amount of money. I wrote all of that down, and now me looking at it now, I just
straight.
You're such a G, and now I just keep doing that now.
It's so mad, right? So this is crazy. I've done a lot of speaking engagement for Virgin as well, and it's crazy when I had a speaking engagement, Virgin Records, the label, they were there as well. I remember when I wrote down Virgin on a piece of paper. Yeah, as well. I wrote down, when this building we're in, I wrote the name down. I swear to God, I wrote the name down in my journal, bro. So guys, that's the secret right there. If you listen to The Strangest Secret by a guy called All Nightingale, he says you need to crystallize your goals on paper. Until you crystallize your goals on paper, they're forever going to remain dreams. When he wrote down the things that he wanted, he crystallized it into reality. A building can't be built without a blueprint, right? When you write your things, when you write it down, it becomes a blueprint. It comes out from your mind. It's no longer imagination because what you can see it right here, and you see that then he executed it, right?
Yeah.
So we've gone through books. We've gone through habits and routines, going to the gym, writing down things in the journal, creating things down. We've spoken about patience, and we've spoken about pressure. I feel like we need to touch on a bit of pressure, just a tiny bit more, because a lot of times, like you said, we want to do. We want to achieve greatness, but people don't realize how much pressure goes into that.
Yeah, man, it's hard, man. It's just sometimes when you ask for something and you get it, you need to know what you want, what you're really asking for still.
Yeah, sure.
I've done a lot of research into what actually is a musician. What do they have to do? Like, a lot of people want to be singers. Like, can you do a world tour? That's almost half of the year.
Wow.
You're not home.
Wow.
You're doing shows every 1 day, 2 days in the biggest venues around the world.
Great.
Being seen around by 10,000, 20,000 people every single day in different countries. Yeah.
Being composed.
Can you do that? Can you consistently do that for half a year, like straight? To a lot of people that sounds like, that's the dream life, but you need to actually understand what that means. Like, that's not a joke.
It's not a joke.
That's not a joke. So it's a lot about just knowledge and just knowing what you're actually getting in for. Like, there's so much pressure, but I've kind of put all the pressure to the side just because it's more about, for me now anyway, it's just about, I don't care about doing, like, obviously everyone wants, every musician wants to hit, you want to be number one, of course, but I'm more focused on just being me and just being the best person I can be. So it's not people love my songs, people need to love me. Like, I need to be someone that people can look up to and say, I want to be like. And that's just how we make the world a better place. If there's more people who are nice, everyone's just gonna be nice. It's not gonna be. You go around London, you can't even talk to anyone. I can't go. We're in Brixton right now. I go and talk to someone on the high street. They'll look at me like think I'm weird, or you know what I mean?
Trust me, it's crazy.
Like, I was in the gym and some guy from Malta just started talking to me. I even felt like, why is this guy talking to me? But obviously because of what I've been learning, it's just like, this is how life should be. We should be talking, we're the same. Like, we should be speaking, this should be normal. Why do I feel uncomfortable because someone I don't know is trying to speak to me, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
Game time. Right, guys, man, compassion, huge thing. You know, respect, huge thing. Networking, huge thing. Utilizing social media, huge thing. Investing in yourself, huge thing. You know, having a core vision that excites you, huge thing. Getting a manager, a mentor, huge thing. Practicing on your skills, huge thing. Reading books, huge thing. So these are all the nuggets that this young superstar is giving you, man. And we're gonna have this again in a few years' time. You know, it's gonna be crazy, bro. It's gonna be really stupid. Firstly, man, I'm so happy this is happening for real. I won't even lie to you. This is real. Nah, this is real. This is a dream come true for me. I won't even lie to you, for real.
Nah, say, man, you give me a platform to just talk.
Yeah. Just the fact that, you know, this is a guy who I see on a regular, putting the work in. You know, and we can come together and just add value to people's lives. I'll just ask them my last question, right? What message can you share to the world, bro? Just to bless them, whether that be, you know, self-love, self-appreciation, for people going through depression. What would you share to people just to help them out?
You know what, like, I've been unhappy, and it's just about stop looking at what you don't have and what everyone else has, and just look at what you have, man. Because really and truly, it doesn't matter what anyone else has. Like, everyone, especially now with social media, everyone portrays that they have everything. Like, and there's always going to be someone who has something you don't have.
Of course.
And there's always going to be someone who's luckier than you, and there's always going to be like, it's never been said that luck, like, some people are better off than others, and that's just how life is. We can't change that. Everyone gets a different set of cards. Someone might be, by the age of 11, they might be able to sing, dance, they might be able to do they might have every skill on the planet. And what are we gonna do? You either have two options. You sit down and let them live their dream, or you get up and you say, you know what, I'm gonna work so hard and get to their level, and it's possible. So, in terms of happiness, just be careful what you watch, man, because there's so much that subconsciously just puts you in a bad state. Like, you might see someone doing something and it might just make you feel like you're not worthy because you're not doing it, or they might have something and you might feel like you're not worthy because you don't have it. But it's just about being content and just appreciating that you're actually blessed. Like, some people can't even walk, some people, you know what I mean, stuff like that. So
you heard it from the big man. Be content and appreciate yourself. You know, and I'm gonna not after the gym session. we need to hit the gym, big flex. Hey, we need to hit the gym. We need to make that the thumbnail, bro. We need to make that the thumbnail. Me and him over that flex gang, right? But I'm gonna just add some more. Appreciate yourself, man. Love and appreciate yourself. You know, appreciate the power of your mind. You know, appreciate the power of your mind.
Mind's everything.
Yeah, man. Appreciate the power of your mind, and you know, and by the grace of God, you will get to your next destination. Speaking of acting, bro, you gonna go into acting sometime?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, game time, man. I feel like you'd be good at that, bro.
Yeah. And let me tell you something quick. This is something that I said it to one of my friends. Everyone has two eyes that are the same. Yeah, but we can still see things differently. And there's only one reason, because what we know, what's in our head. So it's so important to just feed your head and with your mind with just things that just make you see things in the right way. You know what I mean? Because everyone is so like, I think the power of your mind is really underrated. Like, no one knows what your mind actually is like.
That's why we're here.
This is crazy. Like,
especially, that's why we're here, bro. Like, I realized that I came from Nigeria, I was sleeping on the floor, you know, and no one really was there to me like that. Let me know how powerful my mind was, and this is why we do this, bro.
Why can't they teach us in school?
This is why we do this. This is why we do this, bro. Like, I spend my all going into schools, Right, I got Stormzy down, got Miss Banks down, got Coded Funds down, we're going to take it to a school soon, right? Go into the schools, bringing people that people can relate with, just to let people know your mind is super powerful. Like, you need to love yourself, you need to appreciate your mind, because in school, all we do is get graded. All we do is get graded. Do you know what I'm talking about? They never really like focus on our mind and how we can love ourselves and appreciate ourselves. So, you know, people like you are here to change the game, and that's why we're here. We're having a real conversation. You know, it is super important. We're gonna change the game, and we're gonna make people appreciate themselves a lot more. You with me? Game time, man. Love your mind. Right, cool. So I don't know how we're gonna let it roll. However this shit will pick up. I don't know. I wonder how we're gonna go into that. I just wanna flex. Can I wanna see?
What do you want? You want like?
Why don't you do like a freestyle?
Slow and emotional.
Are you gonna sing?
I'll just hum.
Are you gonna?
Or you want me to sing something?
Can you freestyle something? Yeah, that's quite inspirational, and then put some inspirational bars, motivational game time shit. And after you freestyle it, just hum.
Alright, cool.
Guys, this is off the spot right here. This is superstar Drake level, Chris Brown, Jay-Z shit. Guys.
What tempo? Fast?
Anything, bro. I'm flexing with you, bro. I mean, you already see my hands moving. Yeah.
I don't know what to say though.
Self-love.
Alright, cool.
So if this is crap, we'll edit it out. Don't worry.
Nah, it's gonna be funny still. I don't know what to say.
Go.
Nah, I don't know what to say.
You know what, it's hard to be put on the spot like that.
Give me something to say.
Subject.
Nah, just mine's happiness.
Yeah. Believe in yourself, self-love, appreciate yourself, depression, any of this shit, like just overcome that. Or you can just anything, man. Just hum. Give me a little hum in it, and I drop some bars. Or you can be like, this is Zion and HWR.
Should I drop a beat on the table?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen. Listen. Yeah. Listen. As you're listening to my voice right now, looking at this video, I want you to appreciate yourself. I want you to fall in love with the power of your imagination. I want you to fall in love with the power of your mind. I want you to know that you have a dream. I want you to know that dream is possible. And I want you to realize that you can do any single thing you set your mind to do, man. You know? Appreciate yourself. Love yourself. Forgive yourself. Respect yourself. Big flex! Yo guys, we have Zion right here on HereWithRichard show, and that's a wrap, guys. Check it out, man. Girl, I wanna see you bust down, put the shit back, spin it on the floor. God damn. Yo, that was hard. I told you, I was trying to set my bullet free, bro. I'm trying to record out the studio, bro. I'm trying to